Hello, welcome to Let Us Talk About It. So if y'all did listen to the last episode, you would know that give a quick trigger warning. This episode is about physical abuse. So I would just like anyone who's been physically abused or who does not do well with listening about abuse, I would like y'all to leave because I do not want to cause any type of I do not want anyone to have an anxiety attack or start crying because I do not want to hurt anyone. So if you need to leave, please leave now. Okay, everyone who needed to leave is left now. Okay. Physical abuse. Physical abuse can cause PTSD, first off. In the last episode, I talked about emotional and verbal abuse. And we're going to talk back about my ex, Andy. So, other than the things they did to me, but those things may not seem that big to you, but they were big to me with how they did it. Let me explain before I go on to the physical abuse part. They cheated on me. They talked to people behind my back, bad about me, very bad about me, and they talked to people behind my back, trying to get them. They admitted they had a crush in front of me, they flat on said they wanted to get them. We were dating, and they were just really rude to me, but they're like, oh yeah, I care about you, and then later on they admitted that they never cared about me, and they never bought me anything. They never got me anything. The one time they did get me something, it was a teddy bear they found in the trash, and they washed it. I'm pretty sure that was what it was, or something, or it was, actually no, it was their old stuffed animal. It was their old stuffed animal that had been torn up that they gave me, but I bought them new stuff for Valentine's Day, because we did actually get through Valentine's Day together. So, now onto the physical abuse part. This was during the last part of our relationship, because I couldn't handle it, and my mental health was slowly going down because of them. I actually also just, anyone here who's been physically abused and may have, had PTSD, or, I don't have PTSD from this. It just, it's very disturbing for me. So, one time I was talking to my friend. We were all sitting at a table. My partner, Andy, she was, very irritated that day. She was not having a good day. So she comes over to me, I'm like, hey! And just full slaps me in the face. You could see a huge red mark on my face because their hands are bigger than mine. And they're taller than me, but they're a year younger than me. So they slapped me in the face. And I'm jaw wide open. I'm speechless. I'm like, ow. And they sit down, but they're mad at me. Let me explain. They look at me, they look disgusted. They look ugh, like that. But they look at this guy, they're talking to this guy, right in front of me. And I don't really care because, I'm letting them have the friends they want, because I thought it was just a friend. Pretty sure it's not. But they were, laughing, she was she seemed happy, and I'm like, okay, maybe I did something wrong. So I went home on the bus crying because of it, and then the next day, we're messing around, and they hit me again when they were irritated, but they seemed happy with, other people, and I'm like, what is going on? I get so confused. And that happened on multiple occasions, and that's one of the less severe cases of physical abuse. Because physical abuse is hitting your partner or someone else multiple times in a non-joking way. And yeah, basically physical bullying is a physical abuse. Yeah, I know some people won't agree on that, so I'm sorry if you don't agree on it, but that is just the truth. If it happens multiple times, you can't just be like, oh yeah, no, it's not just bullying. If you're getting hit multiple times by someone, it's abuse. And I like to tell a lot of my stories on here because I like to be open with people. Like, I'd like people to relate and everything. And I did, a lot of the times I had kids I'd get physically bullied. So, let me tell a story about the one time on my bus, because I got bullied on my bus a lot. So, this kid had hurt one of my best friends. Hold on. So this kid hurt one of my best friends, at that time, because her dad had gotten her something, and she didn't see her dad much, is what I remember. I was in, like, 4th grade. I'm now in 8th. But, he got mad at me for, so what I had done is I threw a squishy at his face. Actually, no, it was not at his face, it was at his chest. This is a 5th grader. I was in, like, 3rd grade, sorry. I was in 3rd grade. This is a 5th grader. So he gets super mad, and I told him, like, leave my best friend alone. I get punched in the face. Because this dude was, like, messing with me multiple times before, too. So he punches me in the face. I lose a tooth. Like, legitimately, one of my teeth came out, and I'm lucky with the baby tooth. But then, at school, I have another story about my school. This girl wouldn't leave me alone, and I would get physically bullied, because you know how you had recess and all that? A lot happened there because of trees. And I know there is also sexual abuse, but that will be its own thing, too. But, like, one of my old friends, you know, they would vent to me about the bullies and stuff like that, and, like, I'm a good listener at times. So, when we both vent to each other about it, I would have to deal with that, and if you add on my mom not being good at dealing with stuff, she did threaten to call the police on my school one time because I have another story, too. This one girl who bullied me, she would always push me down. Please mind, I'm not mad at her anymore because So, there is something personal that happened, and I feel bad for her. So she was partially deaf in one of her ears. She had to wear hearing aids to help her hear. That's what I remember of this. So, this is what I'm going off of. Okay? So, I remember she would always push me. She'd get mad at me. You know. Usual 3rd grade things. I was in 3rd grade at this time, too. So, she gets mad at me because I'm hugging onto this boy. I'm in 3rd grade. I wasn't thinking about relationships. I was thinking about friends. I was friends with mostly guys because guys were nicer in that grade and all the girls were really mean. Especially in Florida. But I was like, you know, I was being chill. She scratched me across the back. I have a huge mark on my back now, and it's just, like, partially bleeding. Like, it's not bleeding too bad, but it's still, you know, a little bit of blood. So I go home. I tell my mom. Well, I don't go home, but, like, I get in the car and I tell my mom about it. And she's like, She gets out the car. And we go back into the school. And then she threatens to call the police if the school doesn't do anything. Because of this, because this isn't the first time that this girl has done something. But the worst thing is how my teacher decided to deal with it. Also, like, with this thing is when it comes to kids physically abusing other kids, because this is, like, she would literally physically push me down, she would hit me, she would scratch me, a bunch of that would happen. So I'd have, like, scratches and bruises on my arms and legs. But good thing I mostly wear hoodies. But with that also came with her, like, my teacher always supported this girl. So whenever she heard about it, she told me I better not be hurting myself, and she was, like, really mean to me, and she made 3rd grade very difficult for me. I still passed. Got out of her class, but, like, also one thing I think is it's very important how people react and deal with the physical abuse. when it comes to different things. Like, for that was an example of being physical abuse at school, but there's also physical abuse at home, like parents abusing their kids, guardians, grandparents. It could be anyone. It could be your own cousin who does it. But, like, the one thing is whenever you do, you can run away, but you have to think of, like, the options. How risky is it? Would they care? That's the thing, too, and all of that. But that's all I have to say on this specific topic. I'm sorry if I haven't been posting that much. I'm sorry if you don't agree with anything I've said. But I hope you have a great day or night. Bye-bye.